Good morning, John Winthrop. I'm Mr. Espinoza with the morning news. I hope everybody, well, if you're watching this, you have power, but I hope everybody made it through the storm okay last night. That was pretty crazy. We were at the school and we lost power for about 2 hours. So that wasn't a lot of fun, especially once it got dark. Today is Tuesday, December 1st. It is an A day. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silent reflection. Okay, for band and chorus today, during period 2, all 8th grade band will meet with Miss Traver. All 8th grade band, period 2, the second half. So 9:45 to 10:15, set your reminders. And during flex today, the entire 7th grade band. So from 12:30 to 1:10, it's the entire 7th grade band. Something I learned today is Giving Tuesday. You know, we have Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Today's Giving Tuesday, and it's the day that we should give back. So we give thanks on Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Giving Tuesday. So if you can today, figure out a way to give back somehow, some way, whether it's helping around the house, calling a friend, calling a relative, doing something for charity, which is a little bit difficult in the pandemic, but just be creative about it. I'm going to give it some thought myself, and maybe I can check back in with you tomorrow and tell you what I figured out. So, as you know, since today is Tuesday, it's one of the best days of the week because you get to hear from Mr. Foxon and his Tuesday talk. So here he is.
Thank you, Mr. Espinoza, and good morning, John Winthrop. This is Mr. Foxon with a few words of wisdom. Meanwhile, back with the geese. Hold on. Back with the geese? What in the world is Mr. Foxon talking about? Well, very quickly, I was doing some yard work this past weekend, and of course, this is the time of the year when a lot of birds fly south. And I looked up in the sky because you could hear that very distinct kind of honking that the geese make when they are flying south. And of course, along with flying south, they were in that flying V formation and going forward. And of course, you hear the honking, and it suddenly dawned on me that, yeah, once again, this is the time of the year because it's going to start to get a little colder. It is December at this point. Happy December, by the way. But also, I thought to myself, they're talking to each other. You're hearing the honking and they're talking. They're communicating. And that was so important for them to do, or it is important for them to do, to be able to get to their destination to warmer climate. So, meanwhile, back with the geese. Did you know that when the lead goose gets tired, he rotates to the back, relaxes, and lets another goose take his position? And then that lead goose kind of drafts or flies on some of the air current that the ones in front of him are creating, and it lifts him up and allows him to get a rest. The Chinese understand this wisdom. They say no matter how stout or no matter how strong, one beam of wood cannot support a house. And that's very true. You're not homeowners yet, but maybe someday when you are, you'll realize it takes a lot of beams to support a house, not just one. So, in other words, no matter how strong, one goose cannot fly in the lead for the entire journey, any more than one beam cannot support an entire house. So, if you've been carrying the biggest load and need a rest, remember this little bit of wisdom and rotate to the back. In other words, ask for help. Say something. One of your friends, based on what Mr. Espinoza just said, will, I'm sure, be willing to give back. Give back Tuesday, but also give back on any other day. And that giving back will help you. You'll be dropping back like that lead goose to get a little bit of a break and get some help. Let someone help you. Let a teacher or a friend or a parent or a guardian help you. Give someone else a chance to lead. If, on the other hand, you've been following too much and not sharing the burden, step forward. Be a leader. Swing around to the front and lead. Now, that's something to think about. This is Mr. Foxen. Make it a great day or not. As always, that choice is yours. Thanks for your attention and have a great Tuesday.
So going along with that, I heard Mr. Foxen. I was across the hall while I was doing this. You guys don't know this, but Mr. Foxen is that person for me, and he knows when I'm having a bad day, when I'm having a hard time, and he has a little thing he does. Whenever I'm not feeling whenever he notices I'm having a really hard time, this is what Mr. Foxen brings me. He brings me a giant bag of Doritos. So it's important to have those type of people in your life, and I have Mr. Foxen who knows me very well and brings me Doritos whenever I'm having a tough time. So it is important. Reach out to people, be there for your friends, and make sure you're always watching out. It's a good thing to have that kind of support system, especially now. So everybody have a great day. Here's your daily reminders. Check your email, check in for attendance, and keep your cameras on. The last thing we want to have to do is have to, say we're going to make this rule where everybody has to keep their cameras on. But it's almost getting to that point, and we don't want to go there. Keep your cameras on so your teachers can see your faces, and I promise the day will go better. So that's all we have for today. I'm going to go eat some Doritos for breakfast, and we'll see you all tomorrow.